college is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Good morning, everybody. We are back for our first episode of Double Dribble with Coach Sammy Lucio. I'm Kevin. That's Coach Sammy. Back for season 3. This is episode 1 of Double Dribble. So thanks for joining us. As always, we will be here every Monday morning in the Bloodhound Cafe. Special thank you to Miss Amanda for opening her doors to us here every Monday morning. So, Coach, welcome back. Basketball season is officially here. The Bloodhounds have already taken in their first scrimmage. They've already taken in their first game on Saturday. We'll talk about the Jubilee matchup. But let's go back, Coach, and look at the off season that this team had. And, if you look around campus, this basketball team really put in a lot of work in the weight room. And I think no one other than this basketball team, put in that much kind of work. An emphasis, I should say, on going into that weight room and just really fixing that part of the program, and talk about that off season that they had.
I was very happy with our attendance during the off season and just the work they really put in all off season. It started right after we were done with the season. We gave them a couple weeks off, and we started up again, I believe, in March. And they were here every day in the morning at 6:45, ready to work, and they put in a lot of work through the summer. And then even when we came back to school, we started waking up again at 6:45 in the morning and get in the weight room a couple of times a week. And it shows. I mean, you could see it. Their bodies have changed. They're getting bigger, stronger, faster, quicker. We're just following the program that our athletic director has asked us to follow, and what Coach Stombaugh has asked us to follow, and it shows that it works. The program, as long as you follow it.
Yeah, the kids really bought into that off-season program with the weights, and they, like I said, really from the end of last year till now, you've seen them put in that work in the weight room. There's a lot coming back on this team. Looking forward to what's going to happen over these next couple of months. We lost a couple of seniors last year, but we retooled with the kids that are coming back this year. We're kind of in the middle. There's a couple of sophomores, a couple of juniors, seniors, but for the most part, it's an experienced team.
Yeah, I mean, we got a couple of guys that are returners that were starters last year. Jason, Izzy, and Solesi. I know we're missing a few of them for football right now, but when we get all our guys back, whenever the football season's over, hopefully in a couple of weeks, it's going to gel very well. We got a great team, great group of sophomores that were, I believe, only lost one game in JV last year. So the future always looked bright. Last year when we're just got to figure out how we're going to just put this team together, because it's a lot of new faces too with the sophomores coming up, and a couple of juniors and a couple of seniors, like you said. But if we could figure out how to play as a team and figure it out quick, because it's district's going to come up real fast on us, it's going to be a very interesting season.
Who do you feel you can name a couple kids that just had a very good off season that the fans can look forward to seeing?
I mean, obviously, Jason is if you see him now, his body just looks different. I mean, he's bigger and stronger, faster, quicker. but I believe Knox and Chris had a really great off-season workout. They're a couple of our strongest kids right now in the basketball team. Um, they had a great summer. Santi Cavazos, who's been working out more with the football team because he joined football this season. His body's changed a lot. He looks bigger and stronger. I'm excited to get him and Luis back whenever we get it when they're done with football. But I mean, there's a lot of great kids coming.
Absolutely. When you look at the season and you look at your schedule, what are some games that maybe stick out to you that you're excited to be a part of?
I mean, obviously our district games. I mean, those are always the ones we look forward to the most. But if I had to name a few non-district games, I believe this coming weekend we got a pretty nice tournament that we're in. We're gonna play some big schools, 5As and 6As, Los Fresnos, San Benito, Mission, Pace. I mean, some good teams. Also, I'm looking forward to obviously when we play Hannah. That's always a good game for us, and obviously when we play Veterans, that's a nice inter-city rivalry that we have with Vets, and those guys always give us a good game.
Absolutely. When you're looking at your team, what do you feel that are going to be some strengths this year?
Our defense. I mean, our kids are really buying into what we're trying to teach on defense. We put in a new system. I believe it was 2 seasons ago, and we're just keep getting better and better at every year. We just changed our philosophy and a couple things we're doing different defensively. Offensively, we started a new system this year, so it's gonna take us time. But the kids have really bought into it and been working on it during the off season as well.
Absolutely. On Saturday, the Bloodhounds kicked off their season against Brownsville Jubilee, so the season again officially underway. You'll be in a tournament later this weekend, like you mentioned. It'll be it's not one of those regular tournaments where you get a winner, losers bracket, whatever. It's just going to be guaranteed games, and I think those are good because you're just going to get a lot of games real quick, and we're going to learn more about this team. We had the scrimmage last week. We had the game on Saturday. What are some things you're looking forward to, and maybe just cleaning up early on this weekend?
I mean, just the little things. Rebounding, I thought was a big factor on Saturday that didn't help. We didn't do a good job hitting free throws. We missed a lot of free throws. Just a couple little things, but I want to see a little bit better execution on offense this week. See if we can get into our plays a little bit better and flow into it a little bit better. Defensively, I want to see us communicate. I thought we were a little quiet the other day. We weren't as loud and our communication was a little off, and it cost us a couple of baskets.
Tomorrow there is a game, by the way. We just jumped ahead to the weekend. Tomorrow you do host Harvest Christian, and that is the home opener for the Bloodhounds. And we know that Harvest Christian, a fellow TAP school, they do a real good job over there.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game tomorrow. First, JV starts at 5 and varsity at 6:30 against Harvest Christian. They're a very well-coached team. They had a big win on this weekend on Saturday, so they're coming in with some momentum. They're always, I think they're ranked in 1A TAPS right now. I think they're like number 3 or something like that. So they're a good team, and it's going to provide us a challenge. But I'm excited for the kids. They're going to get to play here at the Memorial Gym, and hopefully we get a big crowd.
Absolutely. And with the the roster on Saturday, it was so young, but either way you slice it, whether it's now or a month from now, a lot of these younger kids are gonna have to step up a lot faster. How do you approach that as a coach, and just trying to get these younger kids up to speed, quicker than not?
I mean, just in practice. I mean, we don't. Is what we got is what we got. So they've been getting a lot of reps in practice, and just I told them before the game Saturday, these are very important reps for you guys as young players. Take advantage of it. I mean, we got a lot of upperclassmen that are out right now in football, so I thought it was a great opportunity for the young guys to, in their real first varsity game that they're playing, they're expected to play big minutes. Last year's some of them were on varsity, but they played very few minutes. This was their first time actually in a varsity game, and I thought Saturday's atmosphere was actually pretty good.
It was.
Felt the crowd was right on top of us. It was loud. So you saw a little bit of nerves at the beginning of the game with our young guys, but once we called that timeout and we settled them down, and then just told them, guys, it's basketball. It's just something you've been doing your whole life. Just go out there and play play free, and they did a much better job after that.
Absolutely. This team as a whole, when it's said and done, what can the fans expect from this year's team?
A very exciting team. I expect us to be competitive every game. I'm expecting for us in district to be competing for a district championship and for a playoff spot. I can picture us being really good if we can gel very well and just believe in the system and everyone just does their job. I think we can have a great season.
Absolutely. That's Coach Sammy Lucio. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to continue to talk about the Bloodhound season, and we're going to preview the district that the Bloodhounds will be facing. This is Double Dribble when we come back.
This summer, it's time to go outside and get some air. Explore a pirate ship. Or go horseback riding on the beach. And you can't forget about all the fun on the bay. South Padre Island has so much to do for the whole family. Book your summer getaway today. Visit sopadre.com.
At Marine Military Academy, we educate those who dare to achieve. Those eager to control their future before it controls them. Those who can follow a path so they can eventually make their own. Those ready to join in order to stand out. Welcome to MMA, Forging Tomorrow's Leaders.
Hello, sports fans. I'm Jason Starkey with Gallery Homes. Here at Gallery, we make building your new home simple and stress-free. From sales to selections, we handle every step so you can enjoy the journey to your new home. This is Gallery, where your dreams become reality.
Welcome back to Double Dribble with Coach Sammy Lucio. I was under the weather last week. I'm feeling better. As much talking as I do, I'm bound to lose my voice at some time. So
Yeah, I mean, you're broadcasting games.
I lost it
every day of the week.
I lost it Saturday after the basketball game. So I could feel it. I could feel I was losing it about in the second half, and I was like, oh no. I was like, we just got to get through these next two quarters. So, but I'm feeling a lot better. Just
good.
I don't have much of a voice this morning. So, but anyway, basketball season again is here. Coach, how about your Spurs? I know you're a big Spurs fan.
Hey, I mean, they've been winning some big games. They lost to the Warriors on Friday night. That was a tough loss, but not bad right now. So hopefully they stay healthy. I know Wemby got a little injured the other day, and Stephon Castle got hurt yesterday. So they can stay away from the injury bug. I could see them playing for a play-in spot at the end of the season.
Nice, absolutely. And then college basketball has it started? It just started already, right?
Yeah.
I know you're a big North Carolina guy.
Yeah. They beat Kansas last week, so that was a big win. Anytime we can beat Kansas is good because they've beaten us in some big games the last few years. They beat us in the national championship a few years back, so no payback.
You know, I would say give me your pick to win the national championship, but it's such a strange sport that when you get to the tournament.
Yeah, it's a one game. I mean, anybody could beat anybody. But if I had, obviously North Carolina, but I like Houston, man. They look good. Houston and Purdue look pretty good right now. Houston's got a really good freshman point guard that's from San Antonio, so they're looking good right now.
Awesome. Speaking of San Antonio point guards, that's going to be the outlook on our district with San Antonio Christian, Laredo, St. Mary's Hall, St. Anthony's. So, this year, the district expecting to be as tough as always now. Excuse me. You look at the district standings, people forget that only 3 teams make the playoffs,
Yeah.
not your traditional 4. So it's a little harder in boys basketball. You have less room for error
Yeah.
to make the postseason, given that only 3 teams make it. But what have you seen from the district so far, maybe, and just kind of what can we expect?
I mean, Laredo. I mean, Laredo's Laredo. They play the same systems that they've always done under Coach Romo. They play hard. They shoot a lot of threes, and they're gonna press you. So far, I've seen a couple of their games, and that's what they've been doing. They're always going to be tough. St. Anthony's was very tough last year. They went to the Final Four, so we're expecting them to come back and be tough as well. Sax is a team that we couldn't get past to get into that last playoff spot last year. They're always tough. I mean, they're good. I know they're missing some guys right now in football. They just lost Friday, so they're going to start getting their guys back. They're always tough. St. Mary's Hall is I think they're like the wild card. We don't know what we're gonna get from St. Mary's Hall, and Victoria. I mean, they're tough. Victoria's tough. If you guys came to the football game, that guy that was knocking down all their passes, number 10, he's their center in basketball, and number 11 plays also. So they're good. It's gonna be a very competitive district. There's no easy wins there. Every game's gonna be a battle. So we're trying to get prepared for that. Our first district game is actually going to be December 2nd, which is not very far away.
Oh, wow.
And it's going to be on the road, and it's at Sax, so the team that kept us out of the playoffs last year. So I just tell the guys I'm not really worried about our record right now in these games, our non-district games. I'm just looking forward to going 1-0 on December 2nd. If we can get that win, and then we get that break until January 3rd to our next district game, will be huge for us.
Right, so there's a month break between the district opener and all the games in between, but until the next district game.
Yeah, because we get the bye that next week, and then it's Christmas breaks and stuff like that. So and it's Laredo the next game on the road. So it's a tough start to district, but that's our my job right now is to get us prepared for that December 2nd game.
Absolutely, and the thing you mentioned about St. Mary's Hall was that they were the wild card in volleyball this year.
Yeah.
We didn't expect St. Mary's Hall to be that good, and ultimately that's really what shuffled the rest of the district. When you look at, you could put, say, Laredo, Sax, St. Anthony, St. Joe, and then, what if St. Mary's is better than we thought?
Yeah.
Then that throws a real wrench into the district because St. Mary's, I mean, they, as good as they were, they still finished 3rd in the volleyball district behind Sax and behind Victoria St. Joe. So it's going to be very interesting to see if St. Mary's Hall can do what they did in volleyball, where they just had some new kids. They brought kids up from the JV, and that's going to be a real interesting storyline. But that district opener against Sax, it's going to be big because you mentioned you go first district game against Sax, and then you got to go to Laredo, and then all of a sudden you're thinking to yourself, is this a must-win?
Yeah.
Although it's early in the year, you don't want to start 0-2. So that first district game is going to say a lot.
Yeah, I mean it's a huge game. I mean, traveling in this district is tough. I mean, it's a wear and tear on the kids and us as coaches, just getting on the bus and traveling and playing the same day. But if we can go up there and just pull out a win, it don't matter by how much. Just figure out how to get a win against a tough Sax team will be great. It's a tough place to win. I mean, we the last few years we've gone and we've played some close games that we didn't pull out. Even when we had Jerry and Jimmy and that year when they were seniors, we went over there and we pulled it out at the end of the game. I mean, I think we went like on a 6-0 run to steal the game at the end, and we were already going to lose that game. It's just a tough place to play, and they're always prepared for us. So it's gonna be fun and interesting.
Absolutely. Just looking at the TAPS basketball circuit in general, I know UIL basketball has already started, and you talk to your brother Furman. We have coaches, friends that are coaches in public schools, and they don't realize how tough TAPS basketball is until they actually really look at it. And the video that you sent me of TMI, just completely manhandling San Antonio Christian.
Yeah.
I sent it to my friend Leroy, and I was like, dude, check this out. And he's like, wow.
Yeah.
I know they're not in our conference anymore, but that's who you get in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And in our case, if the cards line up right, you get a Second Baptist.
Yeah. Second Baptist. I believe they won the state championship last year in 5A. TMI, they're in 6A, but they used to be in our district. It's a team we used to have to play when they were coached by Bruce Bowen, and now they're coached by Monty Williams, who maybe was it 4 years ago, he was the NBA Coach of the Year.
Yeah,
with the Suns.
Yeah.
Took the Suns to the finals when they lost to the Bucks. So I mean, in TAPS basketball, you're gonna see a lot of great coaches, great players, and great teams that are very competitive and in our district it's tough too. I mean, we just play some really tough teams and well coached teams, but Second Baptist is probably right now the team to beat in 5A, I would say. If we can avoid them in the playoffs, it would be great.
Yeah, and that would mean you'd have to finish better than third, right?
Yeah. We got to try to finish in one of those top 2 seeds, and hopefully that's a home game for us. If you can get in the top 2 seeds, I believe that's the way it was in volleyball. I think the top 2 teams. We won't see the bracket till maybe in a couple weeks, but we just gotta that's way down the road.
Yeah,
I mean,
down the road. Yeah.
With December 2nd's on my mind right now, and it just going 1-0 because we win that game, you get that whole month to like, okay, we're okay.
Yeah.
You lose that one, and you're like, we got a whole month to
stew on
it till January 3rd. That's a long time.
Yeah, for sure. So again, the Bloodhounds will be back in action tomorrow against Harvest Christian, and then they will hit the road, just down the road, in fact, to take on Los Fresnos, Mission, San Benito. It's like a round robin, guaranteed game. So a good opportunity for St. Joe just to get some games in and to get some reps in. Just briefly, let's recap the Jubilee game. We were down by 20 at one point in that third quarter, cut it all the way to 3, given that, we had some kids in there, some young pups who made their varsity debut. And, I thought, it took some cojones for them to go out there and play the way they did. Kudos to them.
Oh, man, it was a great fourth quarter. The kid, at the end of the third quarter, I sat next to Nava. There's about a minute and a half, and I could just see the lead dwindling. I mean, expanding for them, and I told him, man, I was like, I know we can press these guys. I just don't know if we have the gas. We were pretty much playing with 7 players, and we had 2 that were in foul trouble. And I told them, I was like, I mean, we got to try it. I mean, it is what it is at this point. I mean, we're down already. I had a good feeling. I was like, we could press these guys. I didn't see them have a real good ball handler, but I couldn't do it for the whole game. We would have no legs. I mean, we're playing with 7 guys. So we said, let's do it, and it worked. We put some pressure on them. They started forcing some bad shots, and then we just got hot. Marco started knocking down threes. Jojo started knocking down some threes. And Jason, I think, finally he got going a little bit, like in the fourth quarter, where he started to feel better and getting back into his rhythm. And our defense was good the whole game. We were getting foul trouble, and I thought Knox and Chris did a great job on the rebounds. And Jubilee's a big team.
Yeah,
they got some size. They have a kid that's at least 6'5", and then I would say 3 of their other stars were at least 6'2". I mean, they're a big team. So I thought we battled very well.
Absolutely. So again, St. Joe will be at home tomorrow. It's their home opener against Harvest Christian, and later this week they will be at the Los Fresnos tournament. So, Coach, any final thoughts before I let you go?
No, just come out, support our team. These boys have been working hard for the St. Joe community and for themselves, and we're excited for this season. Just come out and support the JV boys. They won. The JV boys won a good game the other day too. So come out and support tomorrow and the rest of the season.
Absolutely. That's Coach Sammy Lucio. I'm Kevin. We'll be back every Monday at 10 a.m. live here at the Bloodhound Cafe. Hopefully I'll have a voice by then, but thanks for sticking with us. We're excited to be back as we kick off. This is Season 3, Episode 1 of Double Dribble with Coach Sammy Lucio. We will see you guys next week.